Mike Alcoholic. You know, when I think about that, keep it simple. First of all, I'd like to say, you know, I'm going to report. I'm not here to say that I'm stupid. I think that's important to say. Newcomers need to hear that. I remember some of my first meetings, some of the old timers saying I'm still the same sick, selfish son of a bitch as the first day I walked in, and I still don't know anything. And it didn't instill very much confidence in what was going on there, because I grew up, I've grown up in academia. I need somebody that knows what's going on to tell me what's going on, not somebody that don't know anything to tell me what's going on. But I understand the acronym, and keeping it simple is important. I think that early on, and I'm not, in this stage of my sobriety, I'm not early on. I've been here. And there are certain things that I believe that a newcomer, it needs to be carved in stone, or you probably will be either not here or be a perpetual newcomer. That means the group needs to order white chips from you. And I know some people like that, and you don't want to be that, okay? One of the first ones is go to a meeting every day. You know, you say, oh, no shit, Mike. Okay, well, 60 or 90 days go by, you can really easy find excuses not to make that simple truth, that simple commitment, that daily regimen a part of your life. And when I start down that slippery slope, it can move faster and faster. When you come to a meeting, come in the meeting and experience the meeting, because you never know what you're going to miss. There's always two meetings at a place. Okay? We're in the meeting. There's a Half Measures meeting right out there going on right now, talking all kinds of shit. I walked right fucking through it when I came here. It's about the farthest from recovery as anything I've ever heard. Okay? That ain't who you want to... I'm talking about consistently. There's a meeting out there. They even have readings. But anyway... So it's the same people. Anyway, and you can look at their fucking lives. Anyway, I won't go on about it. But I believe in coming in the meeting if you're a newcomer. Yeah, sometimes we get tired of hearing how it works because we've heard it 1,000 times. But it's the routine that I need. And I'm going to tell you, it's the routine I still do. I probably make too many, but I make 14 meetings a week, and that's no bullshit. That's no exaggeration. I made 5 on Saturday. You know, there is joy in this thing. Another thing about keeping it simple is if you're new, stay around safe people. Please do that. We come in, we get on fire for recovery, and we want to tell people. So what do? We're going to go back to the crack house to see how our buddies are doing, and we're going to tell them about it. I didn't just make that up, by the way. This has come from the best thinking of some of the best newcomer minds that I've heard these things from. It is important to stay around safe people in safe places early on. And it is hard to change those playmates and playgrounds because those phone calls are going to come, and that one's going to come, and it's going to say, the first one's free. And changing a phone number should not be something that's outside the realm of consideration. For me, early on, one of the things that was real important, keeping it simple, is keeping it to the AA Big Book. There's a bunch of readings out there. I don't even know some of the names. They're new now. There's Drop the Rock. There's New Pairs of Glasses. There's a million. And there's all these people having all these opinions about things, and I know what newcomers do. They're going to listen to one and accept the path of least resistance. Well, I like that part out of that book, and I want to do that part out of that book, and that fucking big book talking about that 4-step, well, fuck all that dumb shit. I ain't going to do that. I'm telling you, this is some from the best newcomer minds I've heard these things. So we can get confused as a newcomer. So we're talking keeping it simple. We're talking about My sponsor didn't even want me to read the 12 and 12 until we worked the steps, and I was on 10, 11, and 12 before I even read the 12 and 12. Now, that may be a little too extreme. Let's add those two together. But to limit it to those two is absolutely crucial. There's so many books that could confuse you about so many things. It ain't even funny. You would know who to listen to. We're talking keeping it simple. Is that what we're talking about? Because if I don't keep it simple early on, it can get real complicated. The last thing is, who do you listen to? I mentioned this. And it's not just in print. It's people that you hear. And I've observed over the years, over my tenure here, fellowship's changed. And I've studied AA history, and I know the fellowship has changed. What is cool now is not what was cool then. What was cool then and what everybody was talking about in the meetings was the big book. Now, if you talk about the big book, you was some kind of Nazi big book thumper. Don't listen to him. He's crazy. I'm telling you, this is coming from the best newcomer minds. This is an infestation in the very room that we're in right now. That's why we're still meeting in this room right now after all these years, and we ain't meeting in Legion Field because something's been lost. The simple understanding that we have a basic text and we should be talking about experience, strength, and hope, not war stories, weakness, and despair, and disparaging the very text and the people that talk about it because I'm just too fucking lazy to do it, so I need to knock them down to build myself up. Now, that's a fact. It's deadly. If you're new, find somebody that's talking about the book, that knows what they're talking about. They'll end up telling you some things that may upset you. But you know what? When I got here, I didn't need somebody to tell me the ways that I was thinking was right. I need somebody to tell me I was wrong and full of shit and challenge my belief system. And I'm thankful for it. And I appreciate what you said, sir, and a lot of people missed it. This is not a simple program for complicated people. We're simpletons with an innate ability to complicate things. Keeping it simple has to be part of my mantra when I get here. Now, I know you never graduate, but I don't stay in kindergarten either. So I learned some things here, and I have a duty to transmit those to those newcomers. And I don't want it on my back that I've been transmitting some bullshit to some newcomers, and they buy into it, and then they go die. I got enough baggage from the past. It's time to shoot straight and carry this message, not some kind of message. I've had a spiritual awakening as a result of these steps, and I'll pass.